Ryder, Vetra wanted you to check in when you can.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Move your arm again?
Readings won't change, Doc.
Your prosthetics are syncing properly. Your neuropathy-induced pain levels are consistent.
Hey, I'm used to it. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. You keep fighting smart, you hear me? You don't have much left in terms of organ redundancies.
Nah, it's fine. I don't mind.
What's all this about?
Follow-up scans. I keep a close eye on him.
What do you mean?
He's fine, just old and missing too many parts. And too stubborn for his own good.
You love me just the way I am, Doc.
Don't get off that table until the scan is done.
Can I ask what happened?
Arm, side, hip, part of my leg. Strain balancing threading across my spine. It's all prosthetics and implants.
That's a lot.
Made it through the Krogan rebellions. Watched my culture disintegrate. Survived centuries as a merc and all sorts of pirate shenanigans. 1,000 years of combat experience. All it took was one idiot with a pack of frag grenades.
It must have been hard.
Yeah, it got pretty bad. I hit some dark moments. Implant rejection after implant rejection. Prosthetics not syncing properly. Everything hurt. A lot. All the time. No purpose to anything.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. I fell right into that pit. Almost. But then some shaman shows up, drops the tiniest little baby girl in my lap. This one's dying, he said. Not worth the trouble, he says. Useless is what he meant.
That's awful.
It's practical, Krogan. Gave me a purpose again. Wasn't just about me anymore, so I got help. Learned how to take care of myself, take care of her. And she took care of me.
You found a way to live again.
We sure did. Wasn't easy on either of us. I'm old, stuck in my ways, and Cash has wanted to change everything since she could talk. Raising Cash taught me an important lesson.
What was it?
Took me a while to figure it out, but it's important. Parents aren't meant to be a goal, or a finish line. We're the starting line. Where you go from there, it's all you. Remember that.
Feeling okay?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
New Tachanka. Maybe stick with Ryder. Gotta keep working or I'll die of boredom.
For me, I guess being a dad.
You're gonna be great, trust me. And if you need any tips.
Ew. Baby poop.
If you need any tips, don't go to PB. You know, before we left for Meridian, I worried it would be yet another setback.
Good thing it was everything we wanted. And more.
You never really know with this remnant stuff. There are always surprises. But I'm sure it would have been fine in the end. With you leading us, it would have all come together eventually. I would have followed you to 100 Meridians.
And I bet we would have had just as much fun.
2 galaxies worth.
I got the popcorn, and whatever Graxon is.
Thank you. I owe Cora for letting me use her clearance. This'll be fun, like watching vids with Sid when she was little.
Hey, what's shaking?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Hey,
We can talk more later.
sure. Ryder.
Are you happy now that Spender's out of the picture?
Damn right I am. Maybe they'll forget to feed him while he's locked up.
Breaks your hearts, huh?
Heart. Just got the one left.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Teon. Dear Teon. A home in the middle of Kadara, despite it all.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Always good to see you.
See you later, Cora.
Stay safe.
Liam's idea about watching vids together.
Movie night? He delayed again, out of respect for the Krogan.
Good. From what I've seen, your vids are flat. They're only seen and heard. Angara vids use tiny electrodermal signals. You feel it through your skin. I spoke to Gil. We have time to rig up a system to mimic it. If we can acquire the right components.
That sounds amazing. Let's do it.
The components we need should be sold on Aya. Let's be vigilant.
Now orbiting Gadara.
Your triumph, Ryder.
Look at those gas clouds. No wonder Meridian stayed hidden so long. We're in stable orbit.
Pathfinder, name's Jezra. I've set up a little shop to protect your newbie from viability is the key.
You don't look as wide-eyed as the other Meridian staff.
Left with the exiles, came back with hopeful. You did that. Don't fuck it up. Store's open, Pathfinder. Enjoy.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from your mother's final day.
It was a good fight, soldier.
It's not over yet.
Alec.
No.
Alec, we have a few hours. Let's enjoy them.
And after that?
We'll still have each other.
But we want you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you. Both of you. Live your lives. Do great things. I see so much potential in you. And remember, fall in love. At least once.
We'll let you guys talk.
Say it, Alec. Say it. Then I will. Goodbye. Watch out for the kids. Be there for them.
I will.
Mourn me, Alec, but don't let this destroy you. What did you used to say when you were in N7?
When your back's against the wall, if you can't run from it, use it.
Remember that. Be strong.
Never as strong as you. I love you, Ellen.
I didn't expect that.
Death remains an elusive concept for me, a finite end in a cosmos otherwise filled with infinite possibilities.
Everything ends. Life, stars, galaxies. They all die eventually. It's just how things work.
Yet it appears this belief serves as a form of motivation for many organic life forms.
It's why you exist. Dad hoped you could save her.
And I failed.
Nobody can conquer death. Not you, not my dad. It was fate.
And yet, paradoxically, at that moment I gained a greater understanding of life.
In what way?
The depth of feeling your father had for Ellen.
He didn't show it very often.
A fact which he regretted. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course. Your father's personal logs.
Pathfinder.
I'm looking forward to the future
Hello, Pathfinder. We were thinking about a small memorial. A nice
Hoping
thought.
there's no surprises
But
on this place.
Meridian is the
Damn,
monument
Remnant
Alec
and their
Ryder would want.
Surprises.
Nothing new, Pathfinder, but the Quarian Ark is out there. There's hope. Meridian. Meridian. It sounds like home. Meridian. They named it well.
Ryder. What do you want?
Something wrong?
I don't know if I should have come.
Oh God, Pathfinder. This is small talk, isn't it? I'm sorry it takes a few moments to turn on my human face. What can I do for you?
What have you learned about this world?
Have you seen the change in the remnant ships? They're doing things. They say it's automated maintenance. But 7 of the largest ships docked on the exterior, power dimmed, then they left. We lost them in the Scourge.
Helios was a mystery, but I found explanations for nearly everything.
There was a book I read as a teen, Clark, about first contact. But there was no contact. It was just a ship on its way somewhere else. It made me feel small. That I, and humanity, wasn't the center of everything. It was humbling, but comforting too. The 7 have done the same, but I'm not comforted. This place, Pathfinder, it's still bigger than us. Helios is still bigger.
What do you think Meridian needs from me?
Your job should be complete. Not to criticize your effort, but by the numbers, we were supposed to be beyond Pathfinders. It's hard to think of being done with Ark still in limbo. If your contacts have any information, I would focus there. But we cannot ignore the obvious. Meridian is fine, but finite. If there remain worlds that can sustain an outpost, you must find them. Your job is to make yourself obsolete. I wish you and all of us the best of luck.
How did you come to the initiative, Iora?
Pioneers come in many forms. To be the organizational foundation, the chief of operations on an Ark? How could I not come? Plus, I'm rather pleased my colonist ID is D46 Chicago.
Not sure I get it.
That's all right. It's not for you.
Another time.
Of course, Pathfinder.
Ryder, you have to promise me something.
What's that?
If you see me spending a ton of time here, please make me leave. I could blink and lose 20 years in a place like this.
At least I'll know where to find you.
Ha ha, very funny. Now go away. I've got more to do and ponder and figure out.
I just realized we haven't decided where we're going to live.
You and Sid?
Yeah, that was the whole point, wasn't it? A home, putting down roots, new beginnings.
Sid will probably have some opinions.
Too many. But you're right. She'll probably want to stay here if I know her, where all the action is. I'm thinking somewhere quiet.
Could you handle quiet?
I think so. Somewhere on a hill where I can watch a fiery sunset? Yeah, I'd be happy.
All these worlds are ours. I'll attempt landing.
Perhaps we could exchange tech hacks sometime.
With you? The one who modded that cat rifle? Yeah, I think we've got stuff to talk about.
Hope. Hope is what built this despite impossible odds.
And trust? You took a big chance on us. On me.
Yes, I wouldn't be here seeing this if we hadn't opened our minds and hearts to each other. All of us.
We can still learn a lot from each other. I hope the Angara think so too.
There will always be those who hate. My people, your people. But once they see what we've built together, who knows?
Pathfinder, work continues. It's like shoving an Asari three-prong through a K-board, but it continues. Honestly, all this multi-species tech is a real bear to get together.
You can't do it?
Well, yes, I can do it. Just making sure the boss knows I'm working hard.
What have you learned about this world?
I've learned how much I don't know. Plugging into these systems is crazy. If your Sam wasn't parked here, I don't know what we'd do.
I'm providing everything I can to facilitate integration into the Meridian power structure.
Ugh. No word makes a tech pucker like integration.
What do you think Meridian needs from me?
Not Meridian. All of us. I know about the Sprog, Pathfinder. Find that kid, that's the future.
What's your story, Hunter Carey?
Really, Pathfinder? That's the nice weather we're having of Andromeda. But I'm game. I was in the family business until Grandpa died. After that, all anyone cared about was how to split it up. I can skip uncomfortable Thanksgivings from anywhere. So I came here. Family, right?
Sometimes a fresh start is best for everyone.
Best for me. And the people I wasn't supposed to hate. I'm here to build something. We all are. Thanks to you.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Cryofield swapping. Reporting difficulty. Postpone.
Always gonna be work to do, but the galaxy seems a lot friendlier these days. Glad I tied my anchor to your ship.
I can't imagine doing any of this without you, Drac.
You could say that again. Wouldn't have missed this for the world. Or worlds, I guess.
Good day, Pathfinder. You'll forgive me if I keep this brief. I am at capacity.
Is that good or bad?
Good, of course. We are beginning to deploy the main bays of the Hyperion. Expect to see a lot of new faces.
What have you learned about this world?
I'm afraid I have turned inward to focus on the Sleepers and our fallen Hyperion. I'm grateful that the Ark remains a part of our future. There's a heart to this vessel. This home.
What do you think Meridian needs from me?
Not Meridian. The Sleepers. They need opportunity, and that comes from our ability to wake them. You carved a direct line through the Ket, but without resources, without Andromeda viability, we are still scrambling. It remains as it always has. Resources are the key to our future.
How did you come to the initiative, Darla Voss Hyperion?
It is embarrassingly simple. I lived among the Quarians as a child. My parents were ambassadors to the migrant fleet. We lived as they did, in sterile conditions. I had my own envirosuit. I didn't touch soil for a decade. The promise of 600 years on the Hyperion? That wasn't foreboding at all. In fact, it was comforting.
I think many would prefer solid ground beneath their feet.
But thanks to you, we have both. I am now living in a place that bridges technology and the natural, much like when I was a child. I love Meridian.
Another time.
Esu Salai, Pathfinder.
The Hyperion legacy continues, Pathfinder. They put the Dun maneuver in the newest Ark flight manuals. It's described as controlled mass effect field reduction, using the momentum to diffuse impact through superstructure ablation. Has to be the driest way to say we lost a hero.
I can't be sad. I just think of what she did, and what might have happened.
Nope, not going there. What if just makes me cry. Not here. Have to put on a show, right?
I think we did, Liam.
What's your story, Darla Voss Hyperion?
Ambassador with fluency in 13 languages meets girl. Loses girl, goes to Andromeda.
Nice to see you again.
Humanity welcomes you to our new home.
I can't believe all that happened.
Ryder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
We're in stable orbit.
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work in the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
Someday we'll have a city like this.
The Moshai said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared, why my father mourned for months.
I can imagine how terrifying that was for a child.
What frightened me was seeing how helpless my parents felt. All our leaders were confused and fearful. The terror made us hesitate. That's when the Ket struck. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
I said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
The enemy uses confusion to take advantage of the vulnerable.
Many shuttles obeyed that false order. Those people were never seen again.
Browse my goods. You won't walk away.
Anything else you need, Suvi?
See if you can find Angaran batteries. Gil's been muttering about those.
You got it.
We're still good.
Whatever you're making, I have something to help.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
She's been quiet all day.